Hello and welcome. This is Alchemist X, and this is a weekly update for August 26th. Sorry it's a little bit late, but I'm here now. So this week, Kudan, that's almost it entirely. There's a couple of other bonus levels. We'll look at those first, but mostly Kudan class change and new limited memento. Pretty textbook Holy Guard class change stuff. And luckily the others are rerunning this time, so it's not like that Kagura situation. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't done it yet, you can get Bud for free, as well as 150... There it is. 150 shards of him, so definitely recommend doing that if you haven't done it already. And then as far as non-Holy Guard related things, the Kuza event is rerunning, and it looks like they reset the rewards, so if you're in need of Kuza or Orion shards, assuming that's not a bug, then you can get some more of those. Pretty easy by today's standards. There's a few like just once a day bonus things for AP and seal stuff. And then there are the damage challenge quests. Now I've only done one of these because most of my attention since reset has gone towards getting Kudan ready for the level and then torturing myself with the level. More on that in a bit. But if you do these levels, you can get these coins and you can get some good stuff in the coin shop. For example, there's some rune sets for the demon coin, like if you need flash, and then also just basic supplies, like if you need crafting mallets or seal alchemy ore. Definitely worth, don't torture yourself trying to get all of them, but just enough to get what you need. It's definitely a good use of your time. And with that, let's take a look at Kudan's quest. So it is the same as all of the previous Holy Guard quests where you got a force setup, and in this case it's just Kudan, so you just need to get him as jacked as you possibly can, and you don't need anybody else, and there's no like NPCs or anything. But I will say I did not enjoy this level like at all. It wasn't like as bad as some of them, like in some ways, but just the sheer amount of RNG required, at least to do it all in one go. Luckily, you don't have to do it all in one go if you don't want to, but there's some really good clears out there. Just for reference, I used the one from Infofang, but there's a bunch. If you just look at Demon Spear on YouTube, you can, or on Reddit even, you can definitely find some good guidance. And yeah, that is it for the content. So let's go ahead and take a look at the banners. Okay, so the first paid summon is one I would definitely skip. I just don't think that the featured units are worth it, and you can't reroll, and there already is a reroll one if you are so inclined. So this one, if you're a decent spender, I think it could be worth it. I myself am going to wait to do any paid summons until I know what's coming for September, because if Gate 7 is going to happen, then I want to save my resources for that. There is a Holy Guard memento summon. This one's alright if you are into Holy Guard mementos. Not much in the way of duds. Like the Bashini one's not as impactful, and the Otama one's been around for a really long time, but I absolutely love the Catanova memento, and the Zain and Monzain pretty good as well. So if we're going to be a spender anyway, and you especially want one of the newer Holy Guard ones, it could be worth it. Definitely a skip and a third skip. This one is a skip for pretty much everyone. Unless you're brand new, the 500 might be worth it just to round out your collection of 5 stars. The 7-step is interesting. So there are two versions of this, one for units, one for mementos. We've had this before where you get these vouchers as you do the summons. Doing more and more steps is going to yield more and more vouchers, so you can get a total of 20 of them. And there's all kinds of things you can get with them, like memento summon tickets or entire sets of 5-star seals like flash or sweep. So there's definitely some good stuff in there. This is either this one or the memento one. Great way to spend discount tickets because they're running out this week. It's the end of the month, so if you have some left over, great way, whether you want units or whether you want mementos, good way to use it because you're guaranteed to get something. Might not be good, but you'll at least get something, and then you can get a lot of somethings, whether it's runes or more mementos. So there's a 9-step for Kudan's memento. So this is going to be how you get it if you really want to get it, like if you were saving for it. And as an added bonus, every 5-star are Holy Guard So that's kind of nice. It's expensive, it's reliable. I myself am not really going for it, but I will say it's a good memento as far as just giving like, crit damage and HP, and if you max limit break, you'll get auto jewel charge, and then the VCR is really good. So if you are like a big Kudan fan, then it definitely seems like it's a good option. This next one I would definitely skip, just because there's better options available memento-wise. Most of these mementos are normal pool. Judas is really good and really worth max limit breaking, but there's better ways to acquire it. And then while Kuz's is limited, he's not a terribly impactful unit. Like, I say this as someone who has him close to maxed out. Like, he's a good support unit, but like, I would save your gems for something else. And then last we've got the 7-step version for mementos. So I think like if you're more of a veteran player, this is going to be preferable to the units one, but everybody's situation is different. But if you were going to go all the way on it, you could get a ton of mementos, but it's worth remembering that the memento tickets that you buy in the coin shop are going to be normal pool. So I think for most people, given that we very likely could be seeing Gate 7 in September, I think just whatever discount tickets you have is worth, taking. So either between 1 and 4 steps of this. I don't really recommend going all the way unless you have like, a really good reason to. But I don't think that describes most people. So yeah, that is it for the banner overview. So next I'm going to do one step of this banner. Okay, so I'm going to start with this little free summon and then do step 1 of the 7-step memento. We'll see what I get. This is pre-recorded because I try to do as much as I can before I got home. So that way when I did get home, I could just get into the editing and uploading as quickly as I can because it's late enough as it is. So yeah, Desert Relief. It was nice to not see Greedike for once. I guess last time it was Saga. But I guess I'm just happy to get any relief. Especially because I burned some on Kudenstein's normal pool memento just to make the entire process easier for doing that level. And I think it was worth it. I will say I really like his class change so far. I was in a pretty bad mood immediately after finishing the level and getting all the milestones. But after testing him out in a few maps, I was in a much better mood. Just because that reactive really helps a lot of the problems he used to have with like sustain. And I'm just so glad it's not predicated on the damage he takes. And look at that. It's Kuz's memento. After I was like, no, don't go after this. He's all right, but it's like once again, there's certain units the game just seems to want me to use quite a bit, and Kuza's definitely one because I've gotten his shards more times than I would expect, and I think that's my second copy of his memento. He's kind of fun to use. It can be hard in like really serious content, but sometimes where you need a good dark support, he can be good for the res down. But yeah, that is it for a weekly update this week. Hopefully that Kudenstein level doesn't torture you too much, and I will see you all next time.